Hello everyone and welcome to a video. Today, well, my friends keep saying I should in this game that I play an absolute ton of, and they say it looks rubbish, so I'm going to show them around my game, my factory. So, this is a game called Factorio. You make factories, you probably should have guessed. And here is mine. I just have a straight path of concrete running down the middle. On concrete you can run a lot faster. Used to be stone brick, but concrete's 10% faster. So you need mines and things to get things ready. So, well, one of the just bumps from the microphone. Need to try not to do that. So, one of the first things you need, like one of the basic essentials, is power. Which I'll get to next. So also you need those, which I have these power lines. You connect them up, and you've got these mines, and they need power. And these are harvesting coal, which I need to run my steam engines, which are down here, because there's a pond down there, as you can see on the mini-map. So down here, just need a bit of running. I have the exoskeleton, so it makes me slightly faster. So, yeah, I guess, logistics. I asked for my robots to bring me some iron. Because sometimes I can't be bothered to go around. Anyway, here's my steam engines and boilers. So, I have a path down here coming from the top where I have coal, and it goes down here, brings the coal to here. Now I have these burner inserters. They're fueled by coal, but when they pick up coal, they can give it to themselves to fuel themselves. And instead of using a lot of power, I just use burner inserters, so they don't use energy, but they can just use the coal that's on the line. So they put them into the boilers, which heats up the water enough for the steam engines to create power out of it. Then I have pumps here and pipes transporting them into the boilers and the steam engines. Then I have all of these. It's basic stuff. I'm just saying, like, anyone who's actually played Factorio would find this boring. This is obvious stuff. But I'm mostly saying this so I can show my friends and say, hey, this isn't a worthless game. Here's my base. It's a cool thing. Even though they'll probably say it's rubbish. Here, okay, I don't know what that is. It gives your stuff names. So underneath the picture of it, of my Roboport, it says William Wilson. I guess it has, the Roboport has a name. So, inside, it has construction robots and logistics robot. The construction robots, which you probably have guessed, they can build stuff for you. Get blueprints, you can copy stuff and then get your robots to build it, as long as you have the resources in your inventory or in the chests which you assign to be able to take stuff out of, like these ones, these chests, storage chests, and you can also put a filter on. Don't know what that means, but, well, obviously I do, but anyway. Get your blueprint, spread it out, build it for you if it has stuff. I also have in the modular armor, I have a personal Roboport. So it has a small radius, but it means when I'm away from another one, I have construction robots in my inventory, so if I tell them to build something here, if I'm around that and I have the stuff in my inventory, it'll build it, so that's a useful thing. And, an important thing in Factorio is that, well, you can't just craft everything right away. Even if I'm just talking about not being able to craft it because you don't have the resources, you first have to unlock, like, the blueprints. So you need to unlock them in these labs, and for those you need science packs. Now, those take a really long time. So a lot of them take like 10-15 seconds. Now that sounds fine just to do, but some of these upgrades take like 2 hours. So, yeah, and some of them take about 250 potions. So you don't want to be constantly standing next to your lab supplying it with stuff. So, well, one of the first things you have to do, basically, is getting these assembly machines, making them. So, I have, over here, copper wires. So, I get copper. Now, it's actually surprisingly hard to get these stuff going if you're not very organized. It's actually decently hard to get everything going for making. So, yeah, it just becomes a bit of a mess looking thing. So I have iron going through here to make these cogs, the iron gear wheels. Wait, what? Iron gear wheel, okay. And then they are taken out and put onto this conveyor belt, then transported into here, which can combine with these pieces of iron and then they can make transport belts. And over here I have computer chips being made by copper wire and iron, and then they are thrown onto this conveyor belt, and then with iron cogs and electric circuits, it makes the inserters. Now then, with the inserters and the transport belts combined, you can make the Science Pack 2s. Yeah, Science Pack 2s and 1s are the sort of basic ones. Over time you get more like Science Pack 3, which is slightly more... Okay, these advanced circuits take about 10 seconds to build just one of them. So yeah, you definitely want, like, machines automatically making them. And yeah, so I've got, some Science Pack 3s there. Just iron cogs and copper to make these Science Pack 1s. So it's slightly, easier to make. So that's that. So if the orange areas, well, those are the supply areas, and the green areas are the areas where the builder robots can get out from the roboports and do stuff. So, when you've got that, well, it's pretty simple. But I wanted all of these to be close enough, so when the orange areas are touching, they'll help each other and give each other robots when one of the roboports... Well, okay, so roboports from all the way down at the bottom of my base can follow this network and go to the top, even though they normally wouldn't, because it's not in their supply area. Because they're all connected, yeah, I'll just do that. So, yeah, I guess, I'll get onto my train tracks. This took a while for me to figure out. There's weird stuff, it just didn't work at first. It took a bit of figuring out. Anyway, got this working now. So, I'm on the road for nuclear power, as people who've already played this game, well, to the later stages at least, would have noticed. I have a heat exchanger, which is a part of nuclear power, because you need the nuclear power cells to heat up. I have my nuclear power set up over here. You need the nuclear power cells to power the nuclear reactor, which generates a lot of heat. It's down here. And then you transfer that heat to heat up these heat exchangers, which then do the steam turbines, which is like the steam engines, but because there's so much more heat, it generates a ton more energy. So that's the nuclear power. But first of all, for those, you need uranium. So, well, my nearest piece of uranium is over here, a bit far, and I thought, hey, I want to play around with some trains, so, yeah, I made a train track. So, it's fairly cool in this game. So, it just takes a bit of configuring. So, train site A and B. So, they are set by a train stop. You put them down, and then a train... Well, you put them down next to a train track, and then that knows that a train can stop there. And then, inside of the train, I set it to... So, this is site A that it's already at, and it goes there when it has an empty cargo. No, it goes away from there when it has an empty cargo. So, well, it goes... So, if I hover over B... So, it goes to site A... when it has a full inventory, so when its inventory has been filled with uranium, then when it's all been unloaded and being used, it travels back to get its cargo reloaded. So that's pretty good. Over I have science packs, what do you call them? High-tech science packs being made. Yeah, those take a while, so yeah, I wanted them being made automatically. I actually have them connected up to the main labs. I should probably do that. So you just saw the train set off up here. Shouldn't take too long actually if I just get out my car. It's weird in this game because you can just carry a car in your inventory. Anyway, put in the inventory at coal and it just takes me over there. So that's pretty cool. Well, usually I have another car, but I have a spare car in case, like, I don't know, my car breaks down. I don't know. Anyway, so up here I have the mines. Now, they need sulfuric acid for the electric mining tools to actually work near uranium. Don't know how that works, but yeah, so they have power and sulfuric acid, so with that, it can start mining the uranium, which is then transported and loaded onto the train, the cargo of the locomotive, or something, then, which is taken down here and unloaded. So, what to show next? I believe that's most of my base. I think that'll be about it. I'll skip the video until I'm back at my base. It might take a while. Okay, I'm back at my base, and well, I thought we're running past this, but I didn't really think much of it. I think I should show you this oil place. So I have over here my oil, crude oil found on the ground, and it's being mined and then traveled over here by pipes. Then with the oil, it's put into oil refineries and it's turned into light oil, heavy oil, and what do you call it? I do not know. I can't remember. It should be here. I think it's like, I don't know. Let's see. Petroleum gas, yeah. And then it's used with water and petroleum gas to make sulfur. And sulfur's put over here. And it's taken all the way down here. And it's turned into sulfuric acid, which is then transported over to the uranium place. Which is cool. So, I've got that research speed increase, that's good. So, over here I have plastic being made, which is a good thing for electric chips and things. So, that is petroleum gas and coal being turned into plastic bars. I've summoned to the plastic provider so I can just ask for it for my robots. And there we go. I have a weird part there, and the setup has just changed that. There you go. Okay. And other thing about these oil refineries, they don't actually output any resources unless all of it's being used. So, yeah, like, I couldn't just take out the petroleum gas, which is the only thing that I really use from this, except for the heavy oil. Yeah, so if I just wanted to output only the petroleum gas which I wanted, which is all I really use, yeah, I could just do that, but if I did that, it wouldn't output anything at all, because all of it has to be used. So I have to put it all into heavy oil and light oil tanks, storage tanks, for it to actually output anything at all, even though I'm not only using the other stuff. I think there's only maybe one or two things more to show, and then I'll be done with this. Well, I guess this will be the last thing. So, I kind of like it because it's a useful thing. You often need these fast transport boats, so it's nice to have them automatically being made. And it also looks like one of my coolest machines. Most of them look really like a massive mess. So, that's cool, that looks decent. So, I have over here iron gears being made, and over here the transport belts being made by iron plates and iron gears. So with those being made, I put the transport belts into the assembling machines, and with gears I craft them into the fast transport belts, which, as you probably would have guessed, are a bit faster. Very useful. I haven't actually upgraded all of my normal transport belts to fast ones yet. I should probably do that. I have enough, I'd say. Yeah, basically an infinite supply. Pretty fast too. Yeah, so I'd say that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And friends, if you're watching this, I think you should try this game. Anyway, yeah, bye.